So UpChannel has been around for almost 2 years.
In what form?
In what form? We've been building our digital app that allowed us to integrate with telcos and with cellular providers so that we could offer digital wallets to people in places where identity is a hard thing to find.
All right. So it's very similar to M-Pesa, which I was also working with.
That's correct.
And how are you different?
The difference is M-Pesa works on minutes, and they send things through SMS. And you have to have a phone that only works on the markets that M-Pesa works on. What we wanted to do was allow people to not have to use minutes, but be able to actually use real money, so that they could send money to and from each other in any network, as long as they had the app on their phone.
All right, so this need exists in the third world, definitely. But the third world also comes with governments that really want to control everything about currency. How do you bypass that?
Well, we bypass it the same way that M-Pesa works today. So M-Pesa allows me to go to a kiosk and charge my phone with the minutes. We just change out the minutes for real fiat and allow the currency to be moved around in that regard.
And what are the kiosks? They are going to be online kiosks?
There will be live person kiosks where people are able to go and charge their digital wallet, just as they do today with M-Pesa.
All right, and they give fiat money in order to get digital currency?
Well, they get fiat money, but that fiat money is actually transferred into their phone, so it's like a real dollar. When money is transferred from user to user, though, what they'll allow them to do is use a crypto blockchain on the back end. This means the user can make a purchase of a crypto token, send it across a blockchain so everything is recorded, and on the other end, it exchanges it back into fiat on the other side. That way we don't have to have a true fiat mechanism to move money from person to person.
Okay. And the telecoms come in as a way to verify the human?
That's exactly correct. What we found was in most of these markets, people don't have identification that warrants them being part of a crypto environment. But they do have a relationship with their cellular carrier that also holds large amounts of money for them. So if we could change that and allow those carriers to exchange money between each other via crypto, we'd enable people to actually make purchases and have arrangements, even Ethereum contracts between each other.
And what is the time frame for all this?
Yeah, so we actually have the app live today, the one that works with carriers and collects the information. We have 1.2 million customers on it today, and we're going to have 25 million by the end of Q1 2018. Now, we expect to launch the token via a company called Spire. Spire will have its token launched and its ICO at the end of January 2018 and beginning of February.
Okay. And how did you talk the telecoms into becoming part of this? It's an extra for them.
Oh, definitely, it's an extra for them. It also allows them to potentially take a small percentage of revenue as things are moving between each other, moving between parties. It also allows them to sell more accessories, to understand how their devices are being used, and also allows them to have a much closer relationship with their customers.
And their customer can never leave if their money is attached to that phone number?
Well, they could actually transfer it from a wallet because the app contains the person, so they could transfer from one wallet to another wallet. It does create the implied environment where people can't move their money, but they're definitely able to do that. We don't want to put people in a situation where they can't get their cash.
And what size are the transactions? What do they range from?
Well, so we're talking about people that make $800 a year. And they spend about 40% of their money on M-Pesa today. So we're expecting very small transactions. But again, it's the fact that there will be 3 billion people doing transactions that makes the market very attractive. We expect to be able to cap the transactions at $20,000, but we don't ever expect to really actually have $20,000 transactions.
And how many countries are you thinking? Because M-Pesa is really only in Kenya?
That's exactly right. We expect to be in as many countries as possible. We're targeting Argentina, Malaysia, Southeast Asia, China, and Mexico to begin with. But we expect to be able to expand into the rest of South America and South Africa very, very quickly.
Okay, now, PayPal has tried to acquire M-Pesa, and why isn't PayPal doing something, or Western Union doing what you're doing?
Exactly. So they work specifically in fiat, and that's the downfall. So if you work in fiat and you want to move fiat to fiat, you have to do exchange rates, and you have to register that with governments. If I am a person and I buy fiat or buy cryptocurrencies with a fiat, I can send that cryptocurrency to any wallet in the world legally, and that other wallet can change that back into any other fiat it wants to. So we're taking advantage of blockchains and cryptocurrencies to enable people to make those payments and make those transfers legally and very quickly.
Do you have an idea what the volume of dollar amount
No.
is going to be moving around?
Well, again, 3 billion people spending about $80 a month, or spending about $80 a month. So I expect it could be a $2 billion market easily. And that's before we even talk about things like remittances. Remittances are $250 billion a year from places like America to Mexico or to India. So we can participate in that market as well. So we could be seeing $4 billion in transactions every single year.
And how are you going to appeal to the first world people who send the remittances?
So I think that what we've seen is when remittances get cheaper in any form or fashion, people move to that new, cheaper way of doing things.
Fact.
Exactly. So what we want to do is have the people in the countries that they're trying to send money to actually inform their counterpart in America. That counterpart in America simply needs to download a regular app, and then they can link their bank account or find a way to put money on that card. And then they can send from wallet to wallet.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So it looks like you have a very successful product in the making.
Thank you very much.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You have a great day.